You're watching Channels Television, broadcasting live from Lagos. I'm Cecilia Amorogbe. Welcome to Sports this morning. First, the headlines. Where the Sports Minister Tami Danagogo wants Nigeria Football Federation to respect Coach Stephen Keshi and, of course, resolve the saga surrounding his contract. Well, they may have failed to actually make it to the last 8 in Brazil, but Team USA performance has prompted President Barack Obama to thank the players before they even get home. He had to put up a presidential call to all the players. And of course, it's not all about winning the golden boot for this man on your screen. Well, you don't have to blame him because there's a certain James Rodriguez who is gunning for that. 5 goals already. He's on 4. But the good news for Neymar is that he's fit to face Colombia on Friday. Well, the smooth run is over for Andy Murray. He did not drop a set until yesterday, and his best friend, Grigor Dimitrov, ends his reign at the All-England club. Wataya Salam will be joining me to discuss all these and more after this reaction from FIFA on match fixing.
FIFA has substantial doubts about the alleged manipulation published by Der Spiegel. As such, FIFA has requested Der Spiegel to provide us with all their communications with Berumal and any other material they claim to possess in order to prove the allegation they have made in public. The article has put the integrity of the FIFA World Cup matches in question, which is a serious allegation. As mentioned on various occasions, FIFA has carefully monitored all 56 games to date and will continue to monitor the remaining 8 matches of the 2014 FIFA World Cup.
Good morning. Taya Salam is here with me. Taya, good morning.
Yeah, great to be here once again, Cecilia. It's a great day. It feels like 2 months, actually, while it's actually 2 days of the break. Yeah, of the break, and I can't wait for Friday to just come, like, seriously.
Well, you have so many things to look at for today.
Yeah, definitely.
The Diamond League of Love, of course, in Louisiana. Yeah. And also, we have the women's semi-finals.
No doubt, but then, come on, the World Cup, like, it's been incredible. Like, yeah, like, I'm missing out right now. It feels like I'm missing out on something really major, but then Friday is just around the corner.
Yeah, just a few hours from now, not over 24 hours, definitely. Now, you actually listened to, what FIFA media rep was actually talking about when it comes to match fixing, because people are actually saying that they're not really, looking at it very well. And, of course, with this Cameroon issue, and, of course, before now, you also had other countries, coming in, especially with this Raj Paruma talking about it. What do you think about her reaction to it?
No, yeah, she said what she has to say, really. It's all about... these are allegations, and for them to take them seriously, then they need concrete evidence, and that's what they're requesting as regards the case for Cameroon. So it's you can understand that. It's only logical.
Okay, Raj Paruma, of course, is the man in the center of all this. Well, we'll leave match fixing for now. Let's just go straight to home. It's still in. The Nigerian Football Federation are yet to speak on Coach Stephen Keshi's status. They're yet to renew his contract. Of course, the minister is now saying that, look, do what is necessary to actually, whatever you want to do, whatever you really need to do, anything needful that you can do, they need to do it fast. And, of course, they need to respect this man who led Nigeria to the Nations Cup after a long while. And, of course, breaking the jinx of we not being able to win a match at the World Cup. And not only that, taking the Super Eagles to the second round after France 98.
Yeah. It sounds from everything the minister said, it sounds like he really wants Keshi to stay on as the manager of the Super Eagles. Yeah, you can understand that. I'm sure a lot of Nigerians actually want that to happen as well. But it depends on the NFF really, and Stephen Keshi as well too, because I feel I think it depends more on Stephen Keshi if
Okay.
he really wants to continue.
Is it really
in this,
on him or on his employers? Because if you check, when you have a contract like what we've witnessed,
Yeah.
in other parts of the world,
Yes.
when your contract is about to expire, they sit you down and ask you, what do you want? Do you want to continue? But we've not heard anything about that. So you don't just keep the person in limbo. He doesn't even know what his next move is going to be.
Yes.
These are some of the issues.
Keshi knows his next move. He's going to holiday with his family.
Definitely, you have to do that. But you don't have to.
Yeah, but seriously.
Because he needs to formally, you need to come to the table and talk so that if it's going to put up a formal resignation or the NFF.
We like I said, the reason I say it depends on Keshi is, let's say, for example, now the minister really wants Keshi to say, and the NFF actually followed the directive of the minister and offer him a contract. Does Keshi really want to stay and work in this environment with all the stress and with all the peculiar working conditions in Nigeria? Does he really want to do that, especially if he has offers from other African countries? That's my point. That's the angle I'm looking at it from. So it's going to depend a lot on Keshi as well, too. It's all good if they offer him a contract and he doesn't like the conditions that are being
precisely,
in
so
front
that
of
he
him.
will now have a way to say, okay, I'm ending it here because I don't like, what you've stipulated on the contract. I think that's how it should be done. And I believe that maybe before the World Cup, all these issues, could have been resolved until we, on Monday, on Tuesday morning, everyone was agog and all that. Hey, Keshi has, abandoned his rigor. Some were saying he's resigned, and of course, he had to come out to clarify the whole issue.
Yes.
So it's not left for Nigerian Football Federation what they want to do, concerning this old saga that is becoming something else in Nigeria. Okay, the man on your screen, Neymar is fit and ready. He has scored 4 goals already. He's actually the man carrying the whole of Brazilian team on his shoulders. And he will be facing another youngster who is also 22 years old tomorrow. Of course, that's James Rodriguez. But for Neymar, the good thing is that he's fit and he's ready and he wants to go all the way.
We will have enough time to actually profile
Neymar.
We'll
do that tomorrow
and Rodriguez tomorrow morning. Definitely. Those two guys have been awesome so far. But Neymar, there were fears that he wasn't going to make the semi-final, the quarterfinals matches. But then, according to reports now, it seems to be ready and fit. In that game, in the second round match, he had a couple of scares. Actually, where he had to receive,
really injured.
He had to receive treatments on a couple of occasions. But now it seems he's ready and he's good to go, because I can't really imagine what Brazil would do without Neymar in that team right now. So I bet all the Brazilians all over the world are
they
happy.
Must have been praying.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, the prayers have really
just yesterday, he started from the gym, before they actually went to train. They started their training on Tuesday.
Yeah.
They had off on Monday, that they had started their training on Tuesday. And we actually saw him, working on the gym for him to really...
Yeah, it's all about gaining strength right now. He's trying to gain his strength. Perhaps he's lost some over the past few days. But it's good to have him back, really. I chose him at the start of the tournament as the likely MVP. And he hasn't really disappointed me, even though you would argue players like Rodriguez have done better. But then it's good to know he's still in the running for it. He's still a very young player. We need to remember that he's still 22 years old. So a lot of pressure on his shoulders to deliver. And one thing that I found interesting in what he said yesterday was they're really focused on winning. They're not in Brazil to actually put on the show like everybody wants. They want the samba kind of game from Brazil.
Because they don't really have the players to do that.
Exactly.
We don't have players like Ronaldinho and all that who really want to put up you. There's
but
need.
People don't understand that every time they just want them to
show.
play Harlem Globetrotters and kind of displays every day. He's not concerned about that. As far as he's concerned, he wants to lead Brazil to the World Cup, and they'll win whatever way and however it takes.
And of course, they wouldn't have to take the fans to another penalty tomorrow. That's something the fans wouldn't want to look at for. President Barack Obama, of course, he put up a call to the U.S. team. They're still in Brazil. They're here to arrive the U.S. because of their performance. Well, let's just get to listen to that conversation between him and Tim Howard.
Hello, Mr. President. Man, I just wanted to call and say you guys did us proud.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, no, you guys just did great, and as somebody whose first sport was soccer, although I was never that good, to see the way you guys captured the hearts and imaginations of the whole country is unbelievable. And, obviously the sport's been growing steadily just because so many kids are playing it at a young age. But, yeah, this is the first time where I think you really ended up having an entire country focused. And, Clint, you were fantastic. And, Tim, I think, I don't know how you're going to survive the mobs when you come back home, man. You're just like, you're going to have to shave your beard so they don't know who you are.
Well, we heard you were watching, and we know how big a supporter you are, so hopefully we made you proud. It was our honor, as it always is, to represent our country.
All right, appreciate you guys. Safe travels back.
Oh, that's a good one. How good is it for you to get a
Like,
presidential call?
seriously,
You know what I mean?
From the most powerful man in the world. I can imagine those players, like, they felt really on top of the world. Exactly, and they did very well. That game against Belgium was a very, the manner in which they lost the game was kind of heartbreaking. But then, the performance was, like, incredible. You know, they played very well. They didn't give up. They played very hard. That's one thing about the United States. They don't never give up. And it's good to see these guys are actually football in the USA now for some reason.
Precisely, it's taking over.
Yeah. Why? What's going on? Is it because of the performance of the USA?
So, because if you check when the draw was made,
Yes.
everyone felt, oh, Portugal, Germany are leaving that group.
Yes.
I gave Ghana a chance because of their performance in 2010. But when you look at Portugal, you look at Cristiano Ronaldo, everyone felt it was going to be at his very best and all that.
Yes.
So you look at the group, no one was actually looking at the USA.
Absolutely.
I think that's really what drew the attention to it. And you're having a man like Jürgen Klinsmann who actually took Germany to semi-finals in 2006. So when you look at that and put it together, I think that's where the world had to take notice.
Yes,
look, the Americans are here, and of
absolutely.
course they're here for good.
Exactly, and we've seen them over the years. They've tried all kinds of ways to actually bring football at par with the other popular sports in America. It hasn't really worked. They brought Beckham to the MLS and all that. But I think what will really make football become a very popular sport in America will depend on the performance of the national team.
Yeah, that's the way it is. Okay, well, President. Sepp Blatter, another president, of course, the World Football Governing President, has been talking about the success of the World Cup, the achievements so far, and the surprises the Brazilians are pulling up. Let's just listen to him.
It is also a question of experience. It's my 20th World Cup, and this 20th World Cup must be and will be a success. And everything now is going well. Where is all these social unrest, it has been said? No, I have to compliment, and again, I already said it, I want to compliment the people of Brazil. El povo brasileiro, cumprimentos al povo brasileiro. The level has improved. Everybody has improved. It is now the football at the best. It is a rhythm in this game. It's great. Okay, it's not perfect. There are always some incidents because human beings, they make errors, players make errors, coaches make errors, also referees make errors, because the football, it's a human face of football. Let them do this, let them do this. At the end, you will see the best or the most lucky will win.